It's a Prophet Moad. I'm going to show you more in-depth understanding. First and foremost, what I will be referring to today is 144,000, very significant, good number. So let me start by showing you some factoring calculations. First and foremost, taking the number 40. Remember, Jesus fasted 40 days and 40 nights, and multiplying that by 360 equals, see that number? It's 14,400, but that's symbolic to the 144,000. Basically, when Israel was in the wilderness for 40 years, this is symbolic to the 144,000. Here's the number 40. 4 times 10. Remember, 0 is 10. 4 times 10 equals 40. Do you notice the 1, 4, and the 4, and the 0 to 0 reverse, guys? 1, 4, 4, 0, 0 is 100. It's 14,400, but in reverse. That's the number 40 I just multiplied. Inside that number, you can clearly make out the 144,000. This number that you're looking at is 40. The number 40 multiplied. You can clearly make out the 144,000 if you went counterclockwise, starting from the 1 to the 4 to the 4 to the 0 to the 0. It's symbolic to the 144,000. That is the number 40. So when Jesus fasted 40 days, 40 nights, he fasted 40 days and 40 nights, symbolizing the 144,000 he was redeeming from the earth. And that's the number that I just showed you. Also, when you do the calculation, this is 40 times 360 equals 14400, 14,400. This is taking the number 40 and multiplying it by 360. Gives you 14400, which is actually what a year really should have been. It should have stayed 360 days. But they changed it to 365, but it should have been 360. Because then a day is 360 degrees. And the year and the day is synonymous. So why would they change it to 365? Even if they change it to 365, adding up 365, clearly you make out the 1 and the 4 at 14, which is symbolic to the 144,000. Number 14 symbolic to 144,000. And that's taking the year 365, 3 plus 6 plus 5. Added it gave you 14. This number that you're looking at right here is 1,982 multiplied. These are all the years it's been since Jesus was crucified in 33 AD. Clearly multiply this number, you can make out 144, which is symbolic to 144,000. So when Jesus was crucified in 33 AD, he was shown that in 2015 AD, he will redeem the 144,000 from the earth. And he died on the cross in 33 AD, signifying that he was saving the 144,000 from the earth. No more, no less. Everyone I just showed you now. The 144,000 divided by the year 2015. Clearly, you can make out 1,985. 1,985, as you see coded inside the calculation, from 2015, 1,985 years ago. Yes, Jesus started his ministry at age 30 in Palestine, 1,985 years ago. Found in the calculation when you take 144,000 and divide it by 2015. Clearly, taking 2015 minus 1,985 years ago is age 30. Jesus is age 30, 1,985 years ago. Is found in the calculation. You take 144,000 and you divide it by 2015 equals 71,464.01. You can clearly make out the 1, the 4, the 4, 144,000. And you see the numbers 1985. This is 1,985 multiplied gives you 360. What a coincidence. 360 up to this year, 2015. And I just told you earlier in this video that they should have kept it as 360. Because one day on the earth is 360 degrees. And you can clearly make out the 1 and the 5. See the 15? Eight times 3 is 24. You can clearly make out from this calculation 8 times 3 is 24. And 1 and 5 is 15. 24 times 15 gives you 360. That's one day, everyone. Clearly, Jesus is coming this year. 1,985 years since he started his ministry. And you see inside the number 360, you see the 3 and 0, the 30, and you see the 6. 603 score, 6. Or the 3 sixes. 3 sixes is 1 and 8 in the calculation. 3 sixes. This is Prophet Moad keeps showing you that Mayan and Aztec calendar 144,000 was used by the Mayans and Aztecs, which they believed in 144,000 days, or 20 cartoon cycles of the ancient Maya long count calendar. It contains 144,000 days. Hello everyone, this is Prophet concluding. When you've seen the last calculation I did, I'm showing you the geometry about the 400. 400 is a numerical value of Tav, T-A-V, is 400. And on Google, when you go to Shabbat.org, it tells you the significance about the 400, which is really deep. You see, when I did the calculation, it came out to 400. God showed Abraham that his people would be in captivity for 400 years. The mentions in the Torah, 400, represents the worlds of pleasure that the righteous people will acquire in the world to come. The land of Israel, according to the mentions in the Torah, measures 400 by 400 mil. A mil is approximately 1 kilometer. The number 400 is also found pertaining to the covenant between the parts when God caused Abraham to fall into deep slumber and told him that the children would reside in a foreign land, the land of Egypt, for 400 years. Afterwards, God with great wealth and outstretched arm. Other 400 is found in the account with Jacob and his brother Esau. Man, it goes on and on. And finally, the numerical value of Tav can represent both 400 levels of evil and 400 sparks of godliness that are found in the world. The Tav thus embodies the ability to transform these negative energies into positive sparks. In concluding, when I'm sharing with you everything I've shared with you, it states in the Talmud that the letter Tav represents the word emes, meaning truth. And I've been sharing with you the truth in all these 100 videos that I've made. And I just recently really just started showing you the Hebrew meaning behind all this. And this is what I was showing you, the number 400, the 144,000 divided by 360 gave you 400, which in Hebrew gematria explained it to you that it meant the word truth, E-M-E-S, emes, truth, and that 400 was related to the Bible. For 400 years, the God had showed Abraham that they would be in captivity in Egypt. They would leave with great wealth and riches. And clearly, like I showed you in one of my previous videos, take 144,000 divided by 7, and 7 days in a week. Clearly, you can make out the year that Israel is today. This year, Israel, the nation of Israel's 5,500. Looking at this number, you can clearly make out the year that Israel is today. 775 years old. You can easily make out the year 2015, 2015. You see the 7 in there. Also, you see the 42, because 6 times 7 is 42. God created the earth in 6 days and rested on the 7th. So that's why that 42 is in there. It's also the number for the word sin. So right here you have 2015. Clearly make out 2015 if you divide 144,000 by 7, which is chapter 7. It is found in Revelations, and also the 7 days that make up a week. Correct? So it's more than coincidence when you take the days of the week or the year, what have you, and divide that into 144,000, you get an understanding. It's a pleasure sharing this with you. God bless you. And before I go, let me just show you real quick. Taking clearly taking all the years, 1,985 years since Jesus started his ministry at age 30. You can clearly going counterclockwise 2, 3, and 5. Make out the axis of the earth 2, 3, and 5. 2, 3, and 5. Also, by multiplying 1 times 9 times 8 times 5, all the years that Jesus started his ministry, you get all the degrees that make up one day. And you get the ancient year that 365 days made up one year. Each month was 30 days. And I'm showing you, adding up all the years it's been since Jesus was crucified. Clearly you can make out the 20, and this way the 20, which is likewise perfect vision, as they call it, 2020. And you can see what I'm showing you, 2020, 2020 vision. 9 plus 9. See the 20 and the 20, 2020 vision. Taking that year, the years it's been since Jesus was crucified, and multiplying them. Get 144. You also get the 24 hours that make up a day. You also get the 42, which is the fullness of sin. You also get the 12 months that make up a year. God bless. God bless. God bless.